there on the table to see the YouTube live, the whole complete show today. Welcome to the fifth landmark edition of Technology in Maritime. Welcome, everybody, the future focused and largest maritime technology and leadership, as we say. We also welcome you to the annual Innovation in Maritime, IIM, as we say, and Yuva Tarang Awards 2025. Over the years, TIM has grown from its humble beginnings as an online conference during the pandemic in 2021 to a powerful physical event in 2022 and followed by spectacular editions in 2023 and 2024 respectively. Well, today as we celebrate the milestone of the fifth year, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly host a convergence of today industry decision makers, global technology leaders, inspiring students, and the regulators, seafarers. And also, as we say, the change makers. All under one roof today and streamed live to thousands of global audience. Well, I am Ritika Purohit, your host for the evening, and it's my absolute pleasure to be involved with all of you today and hosting this grand celebration where we combine knowledge, inspiration, entertainment, and the industry foresight. Also, let me tell you that throughout the years, TIM has been the stage for breakthrough ideas, game-changing technologies, and meaningful dialogues. And we also seen renowned technocrats, visionary CEOs, industry pioneers share their insights. And today, everybody will be no different. Let me also tell you alongside Tim, the Innovation in Maritime Awards continue to spotlight the brightest ideas and cutting-edge solution to conceptualized by maritime students from across all over India. Also, we have students that have worked tirelessly behind the scenes, showcasing innovative designs and practical solutions, addressing real industry challenges. Also, we celebrate and honor their talent with awards that mark their potential to shape the future of the sector. Not just that, we also have a vibrant Yuva Tarang, the Maritime Talent Festival, a celebration of youth spirit, creativity, and leadership, where students express their personality, talent, and passion, bridging the gap between academics and industry exposure. Students have traveled from various corners of India, as I said, to travel the India to come and participate in the grand cultural festival. And on this special occasion, today being Karwa Chauth, anybody? Anybody who has kept the Karwa Chauth? All the husbands being happy? Okay, sir. All right. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir right there, keeping Karwa Chauth? Okay. And the rest are unlucky like me, not finding a husband till now. Okay. Moving on, as we say, we follow the traditions and culture. We've also made a special arrangement to celebrate this festival of love with a pop-up stand featuring all the essential ingredients of Karwa Chauth rituals, and we also ensure this is the only maritime event that is honoring tradition in such a unique way. We also enable the husbands to step outside their homes and yet to keep their traditions. So yes, let's enjoy the Karwa Chauth festival, whatever the moonrise time will be, I will be sharing with you. I encourage all wives and well-wishers to visit the stand and connect with organizers to learn more about the moonrise timings. A special warm welcome to our platinum partner, Mary Apps Marine Solutions. Can we hear some claps, everybody? Whose global management team has joined us to support this landmark event. And also to the Vatsila Global team, we are immensely proud to host you at TIM 2025. Your presence brings immense value and inspiration to all our participants. Can we have a huge round of applause, everyone, once again, for Vatsila Global team? With a full agenda packed with knowledge sharing, engaging presentations. We also have interactive session, entertainment, networking solutions, opportunities. Today promises to be an event unlike any other, ladies and gentlemen. We kindly urge all the attendees to follow schedule carefully in keeping with the Naval Connections well-known commitment to start on time and finish on time. Also, an important announcement. This is the state that we are aware the Karwa Chauth happens today to be on the October 10th, as I said. Let's follow the rituals. It is going to be happening on the terrace around 8:53 p.m. so that people who wish to follow the Karwa Chauth routine kindly can go to the terrace and taking the elevator. Our rep will be there to guide you. We thank the president of the celebration club, Mrs. Renuka Nair, for this wonderful gesture. Can we have a huge round of applause for the lady herself? Before we formally kickstart the event, and I also want to tell you that we have total 4 grand happening today. The printout of the agenda is kept besides you respectively, but I would like to say we start off with the TIM Global Conference, which is going to be streamed live to a global audience. In order to stick to commitment, always start on time and finish in time. We urge all the speakers to stay within the time of the breaks and intermissions. After the TIM conference, we have the Yuva Tarang Cultural Festivals. This year, we have 8 participants included. Institutions, as we say. Following the Yuva Tarang, we have the IIM and Yuva Tarang Awards and the Leadership Awards. The grand engagement cocktail dinner start after the award function, and we have the celebrated musician and music composer, Mr. Rajesh Roy, and his talented team band playing for us tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seat belts. Are you all ready? That was a very thanda yes. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? That's like the power. So, well, I want to tell you all, and now officially once again welcome you all with the energy that you all have got for us. Let's set the tone for the day ahead. It is my honor to invite the man himself. Everybody, any guesses? Yes, let me tell you the man himself, visionary curator of TIM, a master mariner, educator, author, a lovely friend to all of us, the innovator, Captain Shaukat Mukherjee, founder and CEO of the Naval Connection. So Captain had told me not to use so many adverbs because he's the coolest person I know. Can we have a huge round of applause once again, everybody? Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Ritika, I have a small piece of advice. We have 3 or 4 breaks during the day, so you can, at those times of the break, go husband hunting if you want. Since you mentioned you don't have a husband. Yeah. I can see a lot of people smiling. Right. You can start with Karwa Chauth here and there, inauguration. So ladies and gentlemen, namaskar, all the distinguished guests, all students, my mentors sitting in the first row. Generally, in the last 35 years, I've been speaking on stage. I've never had a piece of paper in my hand, but this today, my team has forced this paper in my hand saying that, sir, aap kuch bhi bol dete ho, please stick to point. And so I have got a huge launch today and a lot of things, and I'll take 10 minutes of your time to welcome you all. Firstly, welcome to TIM 2025, the 5 years. We are also celebrating the 5 years of our company, the Naval Connection. We started with moderately during the pandemic. And now from 2 clients, we started off in 2020, 1st of February, we are celebrating over 120 clients today as we start and celebrate. This has only happened because of the love, affection. I'm truly grateful to all of you, my mentors again, for the love and affection that I've got. The slide shows the respect that Naval Connection gets and the kind of integrity. We deal with the largest companies in the world. One of them surely is Marriott's. First of all, I would like to welcome all the guests of honor today. It's specifically Mr. Shankar, who has flown down just for this event. I know he lives on the plane, and having him with us. He was here in 2023 as the keynote address. He's with us here again. And I know you've clapped for him once. For my sake, clap for him one more time, sir. Thank you for coming and gracing the occasion. I would like to lead you to a small presentation that I have. And I would like you to listen to me very carefully, because it's a hair-raising experience for me to just say all this, because we are here. And like I said, I've taken the opportunity to launch a few things today, which is not been heard of in our maritime industry ever. And I have a huge surprise at the end of my speech today. And this is something that I've never imagined, perhaps our greatest achievement that we have had in the last 5 years of our existence. So I'll lead you through this presentation, like I said, from 2 companies and channelizing to about 122 odd companies. And here is all our brands. So we started off with the FSM, the Future Skills Maritime, which celebrated its 5th year earlier this year today. And I would like to thank Captain Venzi Vegas for spearheading Future Skills. He will be here. He's the only master mariner to have got the post of the sitting MLA from Medallion constituency, Goa. And we will welcome him in the evening today. His flight is landing at 3:30. We have the Maritime Soccer League, which is we are celebrating, in fact, the 6th year, and all of you are participants. This is the only Maritime Soccer League that happens in our maritime industry. We have the Sea-Link, which is again an innovation. This is perhaps India's maritime industry's first audiovisual magazine. Then we have the iConnect, which is a digital visiting card. We've launched the Human Resource Advisory earlier this year. And this is talent acquisition for shipping companies. We are very proud to say that in the last 7 months, we have placed 48 people ashore in shipping companies. So we are very, very grateful for the team to be working overnight for talent acquisition. Then we have the TNC Virtual Academy. We have trained more than 8,000 seafarers in the last 3 years on the platform, which is the learning management system. A great credit of this goes to Great Eastern. We have a lot of courses which is on the matrix of Great Eastern for their seafarers, and we do them on and off for Great Eastern seafarers, senior and juniors. We have the TNC Socials. We are perhaps the only one to be working with FOSMA as the official media partners, MASA, Maritime Union of India, MSC, Seven Islands, SIMTI, the Seven Islands Maritime Training Institute, and lots of other companies. We integrate their digital presence and enhance their digital presence online through Facebook interventions and social media interventions. Then we have TNC Events. We opened our doors to doing events for others. We were never doing events for other people. And in the last 2 years, we did 16 of those external events. Of course, our brand remains Technology in Maritime and the FSM. And we recently did the OSM TOM National Seminar as well. So we are very proud and to be partnering with a lot of other companies for their events and activation. The next 2 logos are kept blank because I take this opportunity to launch these initiatives right now, here today on the 10th of October as I speak. So this is the FSM which happened last year. Some of you sitting here in the first row were a part of this FSM. It is a pet project of the sitting Honorable Chief Minister Shri Pramod Sawant, and he did a roundtable conference with all of us in a closed-door meeting, and we are trying to sign an MOU with him and to promote skill development for the seafarers. So I always believe that there should be some outcome of an event, not just having a conference, but there should be also and outcome to any conference. So we are grateful to the Chief Minister of Goa for supporting our FSM. This is another very, very big achievement that we have. After about 7 to 8 months, we have been approved officially by Tata. We have signed an MOU with Tata Class H. What you see is there is a stall which is being put up, and Christine is here and Ravina is here from the Tata Class H team. This is Christine and this is Ravina. Please visit their stall. This is going to change the way maritime industry trains. So what we are looking at here is 65 to 95-inch smart panels where more than 7 people can work on the panels at the same time. And it's not only training aids, it's also the full system which is incorporated as training. So during the time, please give them 5 minutes of your time, go and spend, and they'll be happy to give you. And in fact, Sunil has just walked in, I think Sunil Shetty, the zonal head of Tata Class H. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Tata Class H. It's our pride to be working with Tata after all these years. Saying this, ladies and gentlemen, this is another launch which we are doing. It's been my pet project for a few years now. I've always wanted to do this. You know, when we deal through the IIM and through the other initiatives that we have, we deal with the students a long time. Since the last 3 years, we've dealt with thousands of students. And one thing which comes across very common from all which I have observed in all the students is that they are very good in textual knowledge, textbook knowledge. They're very good sometimes in practical knowledge, but we find that there was a huge gap in the way they behaved when they are on the outside world. So I'm not saying that they're not being trained, but there is a huge gap. And so this gave rise to something called the Aura Chisel. Aura means personality, and chisel means to chisel your aura. So there is a huge program that we have launched for the students. We have empaneled moderators, we have empaneled partners, we have empaneled soft skill enthusiasts from all across India who are partnered with us. And the most important part is that, you know, one of the most important things that has happened to Aura Chisel is that Pooja Rawat has joined our team as the lead of Aura Chisel. Pooja has decades of experience in Pooja. A big round of applause for Pooja. Pooja will be distributing the Aura Chisel brochure. If all of you can spend 5 minutes with her during the day, she will let you know what the program is. We intend to take this to the Director General of Shipping. And this is a program of 2 days and 3 days where we visit the training institutes and we develop everything from leadership to everything to do with personality development, how you talk, how you dress, how you even behave when you're sitting with somebody, how to shake hands, the whole grooming, the whole personality development program in the form of something called the Aura Chisel. Please take some time to read the brochures. This is a launch today, and we hope to work in the coming months to work with all institutes and agencies and the associations to present this program to all of you. Now, you must be wondering why I have a blank slide here. And this is, again, something which is so close to me, ladies and gentlemen. This is a launch, again, a big launch and something which has never happened. Now, we know we have associations. We have the CMMI, we have the IMEI, we have a Pilots Association, we have Senior Seafarers Associations, we have groups, we have everything. But I've been thinking for the last 1.5 years and 2 years that we've not had a student group, something that the students will make and students will deliver. It's for them, by them, of them. And this idea came to me 1 year back, and I sort of went on a forest hunt, and we chose some of the best students from the institutes, and we co-founded something called, I'll not tell you the name, but co-founded something which resembles strength, which resembles innovation, which resembles mastery, which resembles bravery, which resembles alliance. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing more than this name, which is student-led and which is called Simba. Simba stands for Student Strength. I want to officially launch this association today. Like I said, I will be mentoring them only, and the students from all across, just like the CMMI, and I will go to CMMI and IMEI to get mentorship. And if we can get them, there will be student chapters in Gujarat. There will be student chapters I know IMEI does have a student chapter, but it's only limited to engineers. So we will go to each state, and each state will have their own chapter heads. I want to show you one video which these girls, and I'm very happy to say the co-founders of Simba are here with us today. Can we have a round of applause for these 3 girls Takshita Patel from Amit University, Chennai, Manisha Bhadu from Ganpat University. We have one boy from HIMT, and we have another girl, Bhairavi from Manit. I don't know if Bhairavi is here or not. So these are the girls who are the co-founders of this association, and it's up to them to take it where they want it to be. A short video on Simba, please.
Simba will not only be a bridge between the students and the seafarers, but will be a platform which will connect students from all over the country.
Being a part of platform like Simba gives me immense gratitude, and I'm so excited and so thrilled to work with it until it reaches to those for whom it is meant for. Thank you to the team. Thank you to Captain Chocolate, sir. Let's grow together, let's work together, and let's rock it. Thank you.
Student in Maritime Bharat Association, the platform for students to represent their voices, ideas, and aspirations. I thank Shokar sir for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to be a part of this for the future of this association.
Proud member of SIMBA, Students in Maritime Bharat Association. SIMBA isn't just a cadet group, it's a movement that's empowering the next generation of maritime professionals. We are not just preparing to join the industry, we are here to shape its future. Strength, innovation, mastery, bravery, and alliance. That is what SIMBA stands for. We are the future of maritime India, and we are roaring towards it. Hashtag SIMBA.
So, gentlemen, ladies, let's give them the mentorship that they deserve. And in the coming months, let's plant them as a tree to grow, and we'll have the first student association of India. Now, next, and I am extremely passionate about this, and that is the reason why I left it blank. And so this completes our circle of having Simba and Aura Chisel as part of our brands. You must be wondering why I have the logo of NASA. And again, look, my hair is rising as I speak. We've been trying for 1 year, and I am very, very proud to tell you that TIM has been recognized as a leading technology event in the world by NASA. And they sent me a letter saying, we confirm. Anybody has heard of Sunita Williams? And I'm so grateful. Sunita Williams has sent us a recorded video from NASA for TIM and IIM. And I didn't expect this to go and across these borders, but I would like to showcase this video as a mark of our respect to NASA and a commemoration and a commendation for TIM and IIM awards. Can we have the video, please?
Hi, I'm NASA astronaut Sunny Williams, and it's an honor to join you today at the Technology and Maritime Global Summit. I want to welcome everyone from the many different fields represented here today. The maritime students and cadets, professionals, educators, industry leaders, government officials, shipping and media joining worldwide. The maritime environment is very familiar to me. Before I was an astronaut, I was a naval aviator, and it was great preparation for the often unexpected situations faced in space. I'm often asked about leadership in high-pressure environments. The truth is, whether you're landing a helicopter on a pitching ship deck or conducting a spacewalk 250 miles above Earth, resilience is key. It's vital to stay calm, trust your training, and work seamlessly with your team. These are lessons I've carried with me, and they're the core part of what makes a mission successful, just as they are in the demanding world of maritime operations. Space exploration is a testament to what we can achieve through innovation and the power of STEM. The technologies we use in space, from advanced life support systems to robotics, are the result of relentless curiosity and a commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible. These breakthroughs aren't just for space. They have a profound impact right here on Earth, from medical advancements to new materials, and they hold incredible potential for the maritime industry, especially in areas like AI-driven solutions and sustainability. My career has been built on a foundation of global collaboration. On the International Space Station, we work with astronauts from around the world, all united by a common goal. We share knowledge, resources, and even meals all while orbiting our planet together. This spirit of cooperation proves that when we can dream beyond the boundaries, we can achieve truly extraordinary things. And I know this is a principle that resonates deeply with the international maritime community. I'm especially passionate about inspiring the next generation. I want to show young people that a career in science and engineering is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Seeing the innovative ideas submitted for the Innovation in Maritime Awards from students across India is truly inspiring. The future of maritime technology and leadership is in your hands, and I can't wait to see the incredible solutions you will create. Whether your goals are on the sea or in the stars, you can achieve your dreams if you work hard, stay resilient, and always look to innovate. Thank you and enjoy the summit.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your mentorship. Thank you for your love and respect. I will now call upon the distinguished guests of honor to formally light the lamp and declare our Technology in Maritime 2025 open. We would like to call upon our... Before that, I would like to welcome my dear friend Shobik. Shobik is a world-leading technocrat who's with us, and he will be delivering a speech on the future of AI. And Shobik, welcome to Technology in Maritime. If you can come forward and sit down here, Shobik. Yes, well, he's one of our special guests today. And I would like to call upon our guest of honor, Mr. Shankar Raghavan, Ms. Dr. Malini Shankar, Mr. Manish Pradhan, Captain Savio Ramos, Captain Venzi Vegas is, of course, coming later, and Captain Anish Joseph, sir, and Captain Mahendra Basin, Mr. Sabrisati Hazra, the youngest member in our audience, and Captain Rajesh Tandon. If you can come here, sir, and help us light the lamp and declare open. I am excusing Sankalp because he's going in and out because there is an emergency on one of his ships. And so other than that, if I can also, I want you to all to give a round of applause and clap for Professor Rajneesh from IIM, Mumbai. Sir, can we have you on stage also for the lamp lighting?
Can we keep the applause going on? Lighting with positivity.
या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीम् वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीम् पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीम् बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम् या कुन्तेन्दुतुषारहारधवला
Can we have a huge round of applause for all the leaders, for all our esteemed guests right on the stage?
या श्वेतपद्मासना या
Thank you so much to all our guests for enlightening with positivity and so much of power today. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you, ma'am. Well, let's now start officially the TIM 2025. Everybody, let's have the keynote address, and what better than the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Mr. Sankar Raghavan. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Sankar Raghavan is a trailblazer in maritime digital transformation, bringing over 2 decades of expertise in IT and enterprise solutions. He is the CEO of Mariapps Marine Solutions and serves as the Chief Digital Officer at Bernhard Schulte Ship Management, where he also sits on the board. In 2014, he founded Mariapps with a vision to break the ERP monopoly and in the maritime sector, delivering integrated cloud and mobile-first platform tailored for ship management. Well, under his leadership, Mariapps has grown from a 100-meter team to a global powerhouse of over 1,300 professionals. Also, with digital solutions that drive efficiency, transparency, and sustainability. Beyond Mariapps, Mr. Raghavan has also spearheaded digital innovation across the Schulte Group, steering initiatives in predictive analytics, AI-driven insights, and performance optimization. He's global tech leaders and fostered a strong culture of research and agile development. With a master's degree in management information systems from Eastern Michigan University and PMP certification, Mr. Raghavan continues to redefine the future of maritime technology, empowering the industry, and also embracing digital transformation with confidence. Once again, everybody, for Mr. Sankar Raghavan. Can we please have Mr. Sankar Raghavan on the stage and give us the keynote address?
Efficiency and safety depend not only on experience, but also on intelligence. Artificial intelligence. As fleets grow and data multiplies, ship management must evolve from manual supervision to orchestrated intelligence. Welcome to the AI Orchestrated Ship Management Organization, a scalable model designed to manage 100 vessels efficiently, combining human expertise and intelligent automation. In this model, traditional departments give way to AI-orchestrated clusters, interconnected teams of humans and bots that think, act, and learn together. Every decision, from maintenance to procurement, is supported by Eagle AI and its family of intelligent agents. The result, faster actions, fewer errors, and a proactive fleet office that operates around the clock. At the top, the CEO and COO drive operational excellence and client delivery, alongside the Chief Digital and Data Officer, the CDDO, leads the Eagle AI platform, data integrity, and bot ops governance. Together, they form the AI Governance Board, which meets monthly to review automation accuracy, compliance, and emerging risks. The heart of the operation is the AI Control Tower, a 24/7 mission control that monitors bots, SLAs, and data flows across the fleet. Here, teams handle incident triage, feature flags, and automated playbooks, shifting from react and report to predict and act. Behind the scenes, the platform and MLOps team manages integrations, prompt versioning, and observability, ensuring that every bot action is safe and auditable. The data products team builds curated data marts and RAG indexes from ERP, QDMS, and SharePoint. They ensure that every insight is trusted and traceable. Meanwhile, the security and compliance cell protects information with DLP, role-based access, and audit readiness for every vendor and client portal. The fleet's heartbeat lies in 5 fleet pods, each managing about 20 vessels. Each pod includes a fleet manager, technical superintendents, a performance analyst, a planner, and a client liaison, supported by bots that triage defects, predict failures, and draft communications. Human expertise stays focused on high-value judgment, while Eagle AI handles the routine. Surrounding the pods are 5 shared service clusters, centers of excellence augmented by bots. Technical and engineering runs Smart Supt Bot, Fleet Tech Bot, and Avio Agent for predictive maintenance. Crewing and HR uses IntelliCrew and Health Bots for readiness and well-being. Procurement and finance employs FinBot and Procure AI to automate RFQs, POs, and invoice validation. Safety and ESG deploys QDMS AI and SmartAware. Inspect AI for inspections and audit analytics. Commercial and Voyage leverages Voyage Optimizer and Port Agent Bot for TCE and fuel performance. Clarity of ownership is critical in an AI-augmented organization. The RACI framework defines who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed for every process. Fleet pods are responsible for delivery and technical approvals. Shared clusters are accountable for playbooks and policy. The control tower is consulted for orchestration and uptime. The governance board remains informed on automation and risk metrics. This creates transparency, prevents overlap, and ensures every...
Good afternoon, everyone. The idea was the video play in the middle of my speech, but it's a long video, so we'll pass it now and then after my speech, maybe we will play it again. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here because this is my second year with the team. I came in 2023. I see a huge number of industry giants and the audience. I know some of them. I know Madam Malini, Najira Saab, and then Tandon, Sebastian from MSC, and Anish from DG Shipping, Manish, and some people I know because I come here. I would like to come every year, at least I get to know. My name is Sankar Raghavan. I think she spoke a lot of kind words. It's I live in the US, but I am from India. So Namaste, Namaskar. We are from Kerala. Marriott is based in Kerala. And Vanakkam, since I am a Tamil, I come originally from Chennai. Thank you very much for awarding this opportunity for me to be the keynote speaker. And Marriott is a very proud sponsor of TIM from the early days. And we'll continue to support TIM in India because India is really emerging as a huge marine cluster in the world. Even though we are, I think we are not far behind in the giants like Singapore, but we are catching up with the support of all the industry leaders and then the central government well represented here. And also the top ship management companies and ship owning companies I see here. I see everybody well represented here. Our own Sankalp Shukla from Bernard Schulte, and then V Ships, MSC, and OSM. I think I see everybody. I call them our partners. So together we are trying to change the digitalization in maritime industry. We are kind of started slow, but I think we are catching up very well. TIM is doing an excellent job, and all the new things they are doing, and this cluster of entities they are creating every year, it's huge, and it's really creating an excellent visibility in the industry, and particularly in India, and also creating a lot of interest with the youngsters. Because I'm just coming from a management meeting in Cyprus where we discussed the not so interest from the Gen Z generation in maritime. But I am very happy to see so many youngsters here. I think most of them are Gen Z or millennial, whatever they want to call themselves. But I'm very happy to see so many cadets and so many maritime students who are sitting here and then who are participating in this conference. I want to thank all of you because this is an excellent career, even though you need to spend time in the sea, which is very interesting once you get to know. I didn't spend time in the sea. I would have loved to, but I got into the industry to the technology. I am an entrepreneur. So I'm originally from Madurai, India, but I'm living in the States now, probably 35 years. I went to study there. And I had the opportunity. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not a technology expert, you can call me, but an entrepreneur. So I had the opportunity to come to Bernard Schulte to build an ERP solution for them originally. And then we built it. And then in 2015, I had the opportunity to start a company called Marriott's Marine Solutions, which is a new kid in the block. For the first 2 years, we struggled to get customers because we were totally new. But what we did was from the beginning, we were totally web-based and then the mobile platform-based. So we were always focused on digitalizing the operations, digitalizing the whole, our organization. We are part of the Schulte Group, Bernard Schulte, which is one of the largest ship-owning families based in Hamburg. And also Bernard Schulte Ship Management, which is also one of the top 5 ship managers in the world. So we started our journey very small, and first 1 or 2 years, we were struggling to get the breakthrough because there were giants in the industry, the vendors who were dominating, like GL Ship Manager, Danos, Basnet, ABS NS5, Spectec, Amos. There are so many who are still here. But what we did was we focused on a product side. We completely started building an integrated solution. We started with a basic 4 modules. Now we have almost 30 modules covering the entire ship owning and ship management operations, entire ship management operations. I think the focus in product was the one which is set us apart from the other major players in the industry. Since we also come from the ship owning and ship management family with the background, that also helped us to focus on developing solutions that really focus on how do a seafarers can, when they come to a port, how quickly they can do their operations, how quickly they can do the crew change, how quickly they can get whatever they need and then leave. That's how we focused. So we are fairly successful in doing that. The video is quite a long video. That's why it stopped in the middle. Anybody wants to see this video, we can also share it with you guys. This is mainly focusing on the AI. Since I was also asked to talk about the digitalization and AI here, I'll slightly touch upon that. I'm sure there are a lot more experts here in the audience who knows the subject and who will follow me in talking about AI and digitalization. So for us, for Marriott's, AI came naturally because we were digitalizing all the operations. We started with, like I said, 2 clients, APJ. I think somebody from APJ in the crowd here, I think, or somebody associated with APJ, who was one of our first clients in Calcutta. That's one of our first clients. And then the Goodwood Ship Management in Singapore. We started with 2 clients. Now we have almost 120 clients worldwide. We became the market leader in the industry. We are the go-to guys for most of the tenders. We are the go-to guys. And we win most of them, not all of them, but we win most of them because we really have an integrated product, which is really a digital solutions, both on shore and on the ship. So we continuously work on improving our solutions year after year. We invest everything we earn in the solutions for the future. So this is what making us successful, I hope. And I'm sure everybody is talking about AI for the last year or 2, maybe. That's a big talk here. AI is another technology that has come to stay, and that will change it will be a transformational change. It will be not an incremental change. It will be a transformational change in all our organizations. It will create a lot of waves. AI will nothing but automation, machine learning, and also national NLP, natural language processing. The bots you have seen here, they all talk in your language. The machine learning is about data. AI is about data. That means the more data it gets, the more better it works. So data is the key. Data is they say the engine, the oil that runs the digitalization engine. So that's how AI. It's nothing rocket science. You will easily learn it. There's a lot of tools available. I see a lot of universities and institutes, training institutes well represented here. So now the AI is is everywhere. That means every operational needs we have in a ship management organization, ship owning, or anything related to marine or non-marine, AI is getting everywhere. We are applying AI in the ship management area in every operational needs we see, safety or procurement or maintenance, crewing, voyage, optimization, performance management, anything we do, we are applying AI. That's the video trying to explain. It's also, AI is also developing rapidly. Currently the tools are built by us and the tools are something we tell them what to do. That's the stage we are now. And we are also getting into the early stage of the agentic AI, which we showed you here. Agentic AI is nothing but the tools we tell them what to do, the agents will start taking over, and then they will do by learning. That's what I said, the data and the machine learning. They will learn more and more, and they will start executing all the tasks by agents themselves they will do. There will be hundreds, thousands of agents running across organizations, and they will do pretty much everything. You just have to monitor, you just have to, compliance part of it maybe, we need to focus, safety part of it. It will definitely, it will create attrition, it will create redundancy, that's a given. But we don't have to panic. That's what they said when the PCs came, everybody will lose their jobs, but we didn't. So there'll be a lot of new jobs created, particularly for the youngsters. There will be plenty of new jobs created due to the AI and agentification, and these things will have plenty of jobs for all of us and all of you. So don't panic, learn very well, and then this will only help you in your careers for the youngsters here. So the focus on the AI is getting bigger and bigger and better. So I think in a year or two, this will also continuously evolving, continuously changing. AI also not cheap, AI also very expensive. It's not cheap because you need to build a huge servers, you need to build a huge resources to support the data crunching. We also need to hire the right people. They are expensive, we all know. So the resource will come with the AI experience. So AI will be costly. AI will also have a lot of security issues because it's totally running on its own. It's totally cloud-based, all of them almost. So the security is another aspect we need to invest heavily on that. So all this, I'm sure all of us, the big organizations are doing it and taking care of it. Other than that, I will be here for another 2-3 hours. So anybody wants to talk to us, talk to me about digitalization, AI, or Mary apps, please feel free to come and talk to me. I also want to walk around, get to know as many people as we know, because I don't come more often. I wish I would come more often. And I'll make sure that I come every year to TIM at least, because we are a proud platinum sponsors for TIM, because we want to encourage the visibility of the marine industry in India. We want to do our small part, however small, we want to do our best to make sure India emerges as a giant in the marine industry, and we are poised for it. The government is helping us a lot. There's a lot of initiatives being driven by the central government, state governments. I'm very happy to see that. So we will also do our part. I used to come 3 times a year. Now I come almost every other month because I really like to be in India. It is so good to be here every time. So I'm almost coming every month. I was in August. I am back in September. I will go back in November for 3 weeks, and I'm back again in November, again in December. So I love to come because there's so many things going on. We get so many visitors in our big Cochin office. We are in the smart city Cochin. It's everywhere. Every week we have plenty of visitors. I had to rush back in the weekend. Weekend also we get visitors. So it's just it's very encouraging, and it's also very interesting. And India, I want to talk about India a little bit because I'm in front of all the very, the backbone of the industry here, all Indians. Yeah. We always believed in doing it in India. That's how when we started, I said everything we will do in India, and we are doing more and more and more. I started with 30 people. We have 1,300 people now. We will be 2,000 people in the next 2-3 years. We are also building additional buildings in our smart city location. We are a co-developer there. So we are expanding and expanding. I see so much potential. India is I have worked in several countries, okay? India is the only place, particularly on the technology side, where we can scale up so well. If I need 100 people in the next 3 months, I can never get it in anywhere in the world except India. I want 300 people in the next 6 months. I can tell my customers, no problem, we will get you 300 people. And we will get 300 people because I know the supply of India. I don't know it's true or not, maybe more. I heard that we turn out like 5 lakhs is 0.5 million maybe of engineers every year. That's a population of like Norway or Denmark or Sweden. We do engineers every year, 500,000 engineers, which is huge. And in the US, we cannot find 2 people in a year. We struggle to find the good people, the qualified people. But in India, I can find plenty of people, youngsters like you. We have campus programs. Anybody looking for a job, please contact me. We can hire everybody, whoever wants to work, because we want people. We will train you. We will train you for a year, 2 years, and the software, our products, or whatever. Marriott's is also a technology solutions company, but we don't have only technical people. We have almost probably 100 people who are either seafarers or has some connection to the sea. We have hundreds of people there. We also have almost 200 people who are project managers and business analysts. So we have plenty of opportunities. I'm sure a lot of companies in India have plenty of opportunities, but India is the place to be when you want to make a big difference or you want to build something really innovative, something really critical. India is the place. I used to jokingly to tell my counterparts in the US, if you want to build cars, you go to Germany or Japan. You want to build bridges, maybe you go to UK or US. If you want to do dredging, you go to Netherlands. Like specialty in these places, I said, if you want to do IT, whether it's back office or software or anything related to IT, you have to go to India. And I think 95% of the Fortune 100 companies or Fortune 500 companies, they are all in India with the huge offices. They will be in India and they will come more and more to India because whatever the politicals stay there with whatever everybody knows what's happening there. But don't believe everything the TV says. Everybody is doing well there mostly. So, and the only problem we have in the US is we cannot find people to work. In a year, I can find probably 2 people. It has become such a difficult, particularly after COVID, and that opens up the door for India. If you don't get visas, then we will give you jobs here, work from here. The salaries are getting better and better. The environments are getting better and better. India is the place to be. You don't have to go to overseas anymore to be. The India I left was a totally different India. Now it's a beautiful and then very very enthusiastic, and it's a huge potential in India. Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And then I would like to, I hope I can interact with most of you, particularly the students behind there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, I would request Captain Mahendra Bhasin from MSc to please give a token of appreciation. Sir, I would request you to please be on the stage. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? Captain Mahendra Bhasin from MSc and the man himself, Captain Saurabh Mukherjee, giving a token of appreciation, a memento to none other than the man himself. So Raghavan, I would request you to please be on the stage. Thank you so much. Captain Mahendra Bhasin, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would now request
Wait, hold on. Thank you. This was supposed to happen in the evening, but we are going to have this right now because I think Shankar has got a flight to catch. So I am, like I said, sir, I am a huge fan of yours right from the time I read about you and I read about your journey. In fact, not only as a technocrat, but also as a pioneer and as an innovator and a startup. I mean, how you start things and see it blossom into a tree. I personally would like to spend some time to know more about this and get your mentorship. So that led to me just making the industry come forward. And we today are very, very proud to present a very special award to Mr. Sankar Raghavan. Before that, I would like to read out the citation which I have prepared for Mr. Sankar. And after that, I will invite a few guests here to present the award to you, sir. Mr. Sankar Raghavan, we are immensely proud to present the Global Maritime Digital Visionary Leadership Award for an extraordinary leader, trailblazer, and innovator whose transformative vision has redefined the digital landscape of the maritime industry. With unwavering to continual and a futuristic outlook, Mr. Raghavan founded the MariApps Marine Solutions, guiding it from inception to becoming a global leader in delivering cutting-edge digital solutions for the maritime sector. His relentless pursuit of excellence has empowered shipping companies worldwide to embrace digitization, sustainability, and operational efficiency through intelligent, data-driven solutions. Under his leadership, MariApps has emerged as a benchmark in providing innovative AI-powered platforms that address critical industry challenges, from crew management to compliance automation and remote vessel monitoring. His strategic insight and commitment to technological advancement has not only elevated MariApps to international prominence, but have also played a pivotal role in shaping the future of maritime digital transformation. Mr. Raghavan's contribution goes beyond business successes. He's a thought leader whose foresight, integrity, and commitment to sustainable digital solutions inspire industry-wide change. His pioneering work bridges the gap between complex maritime operations and accessible smart technology solutions, empowering ship owners, operators, and seafarers globally. As we mark the 5th landmark edition of Technology in Maritime TIM Global Conference, Innovation in Maritime IIM Awards, this accolade recognizes his outstanding achievement and profound influence as a global maritime technocrat whose vision and leadership continue to drive the industry forward. With immense pride, sir, Mr. Raghavan, sir, and deep respect, the Naval Connection, together with Ganpat University, bestow upon you the Sankar Raghavan, the Global Maritime Digital Visionary Leadership Award, a tribute to his relentless commitment to digital excellence, transformative leadership, and sustained impact in advancing maritime technology. Your legacy serves as a beacon for future innovators, charting a course for a smarter, more connected, and sustainable maritime industry. Presented at Mumbai on the occasion of 5th year celebration of Technology in Maritime TIM Global Conference, 10th October 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. I call upon Mr. Mihir sir from Ganpat and Captain Rajesh Tandon, the CEO of FOSMA, and also Captain Anish Joseph to kindly consent in giving sir the award for the Global Maritime Digital Visionary Leadership Award. Please, sir. Okay, all yours.
Thank you so much. That is once again Captain Mukherjee addressing us and handing over the award of appreciation. Well, meanwhile, I just want to ask you all, are you all having a good time up there? Yes? Hello, Gujarati, how are you? Doing well? All right. So, well, the next speaker with us for Women Power, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Malini Shankar. Let me tell you about Mrs. Malini. IAS is a former IAS officer and accomplished academic leader whose career has been defined by excellence in public administration and maritime leader. A government member of the Indian Administrative Service 1984 batch, Maharashtra cadre. She deserved as the Director General of Shipping, ladies and gentlemen, Government of India, where she was instrumental in driving regulatory reforms, strengthening maritime safety standards, and also representing India at global maritime platforms, including the International Maritime Organization. Her tenure was marked by policy innovations that improved compliance, transparency, and efficiency in India's shipping and port sectors. Following her retirement from the IAS, Dr. Shankar continued her contributions to maritime education and leadership as the Vice Chancellor of the Indian Maritime University. In this role, she worked to modernize maritime training, promote research, and enhance global academic collaborations. Dr. Shankar continues to be a thought leader in maritime policy, education, and governance. Can we have once again Mrs. Malini Shankar?
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for that introduction. And a pleasure, as always, to meet the doyens of the maritime industry, as well as people from friends from the government, and of course, the youngsters who are on the verge of stepping into the maritime world as full-time professionals. And first of all, I would like to felicitate Mr. Shaukat Mukherjee for the initiatives he has taken to ensure that the student population in the maritime sector is engaged with their seniors and the experts and professionals globally, and also introduce them to technological innovations in the sector. And special felicitations for the 5th year, Shaukat, of TIM, as well as the FSM. It started 5 years ago. I remember when you came and spoke to me and said, this is what you're doing. And you made it bigger and bigger each year. Dear friends, we are well aware in recent times, let's say in the last 1 or 2 years at least, the maritime sector has witnessed a more intense commitment from the highest echelons of the Indian government. The Honorable Prime Minister has been speaking about maritime sector, which is not limited to just ship management, but we talk about shipbuilding, maritime security, and self-sufficiency in all aspects of maritime sector. So wherever you go in India today, we just see a lot. If you read the newspapers or you talk to people, there's a lot of events, a lot of talk, a lot of discussions on the maritime sector, which is all really good for the sector. We were one of the best maritime countries long time ago, but that was very long time ago. We start with Lothal and go to the Indus Valley civilization, Cholas, the cultural and territorial conquests across the seas. And now it's time we come back to the seas after having developed roads, railways, and airways. I would also like to just point out that the Indian Maritime Week will be taking place between 27th and 31st of October, very much in Mumbai, in Goregaon. This is designed on the Singapore Maritime Week as well as the UK London Maritime Week. There used to be a lot of events during the months of October and November, starting from September, and the government rightly distilled all these events and said, okay, let us just do an Indian Maritime Week, which gets the professionals from industry, government, as well as academia together. So that's happening end of this week. Talking of technology, I'd like to just touch upon some of the initiatives that the Indian Maritime University itself is taking, along with the support of the Government of India, the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, as well as collaboration with like-minded partners in both industry and academia. So number one is the Indian Ship Technology Center. Now, there used to be a National Ship Design Center in Visakhapatnam. And when it was subsumed into the university, it went into what I would call hibernation. We initiated the resurgence of this center, and the government has taken it to a very high level. It would evolve. It is anticipated, is envisaged to evolve into a global level, global standard shipbuilding and ship technology center on the lines of what Korea has. But this Indian Ship Technology Center has been inaugurated last week. It will be housed in the Indian Maritime University Visakhapatnam campus. We have 6 campuses, and this ship technology center is going to be in Visakhapatnam campus. There are 2 verticals to this. One is the technology vertical, which is designing of the ship, including software. One of the challenges that the shipbuilders face is smaller shipbuilders, especially not the Cochin or the Hindustan shipyards, but the smaller shipbuilders face is the cost of the software. And so this is going to be a software as services kind of thing for the technology. And the other side, of course, is the capacity building. The smaller shipyards, once again, say that they cannot afford to spend time and energy, especially money, in training the people who leave them after 1 month or 2 months. Shipbuilding is becoming very, very big globally, and the jobs are there, so people just migrate from one to another. So this Ship Technology Center, the second vertical, will be focusing on capacity building, training welders, fitters, piping people, and the allied skills. So that's number one. Number 2 is the Startup and Entrepreneurship Initiatives. We call it the ICs, which is the IMU Startup Entrepreneurship and Accelerator Setup. So this is already been inaugurated, but it will become operational during the current financial year. And the idea is to offer space for incubation from idea, hand-holding, incubating, and then taking it to the market. The third one is the IMUST, IMUST, or the IMU Skilling and Training Center. Now, there's a lot of focus. The Maritime University was set up at a time when they felt that, yes, the seafarers went on sea, but when they came back and wanted a shore job, they did not have a formal degree that will make them eligible to get a shore job. So the university was started, and several universities started, but they were more focused on knowledge. Now the focus is coming back like good old days to the skills. So it is upskilling, reskilling, de-skilling, unskilling, everything to put together. And in emerging areas, emerging technology areas, and this is being done in consultation with the industry, which tells us what are the skills that have to be imparted to mariners as well as non-mariners. The fourth one is the IOCOE SMART, which is the Indian Ocean Center of Excellence for Sustainable Maritime Transport. This is a very, very recent initiative, which is in the final stage of acceptance by the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, and should be becoming functional very much in Mumbai, in the Navi Mumbai campus in the coming months. Apart from all these centers which are focused on technology, we also have a Center for Policy and Research in Maritime Studies, which is called C-Primes, which is envisaged as a think tank for both government as well as the industry. So we do welcome from the market proposals for studies to be conducted. Now, the reason we decided to have this is we are very, very clear that the industries do their own studies, they do their own research, but there are sometimes policy initiatives require a much more unbiased, objective thinking without taking into consideration the specific interests of the stakeholders. We also do, the government has been pushing, I think if you read the papers, you will see that there is Startup India, there's Stand Up India, there is Atmanirbhar, but one of the key ingredients of this is to do original research and development and the amount of money and attention to be paid to this. So and a university cannot stand alone and say, we will just give degrees, undergraduate, postgraduate, or PhD degrees. So a lot of steps have been taken in terms of research projects, and we're very happy to say that we got our first patent for the IMU in 1 year back, and we've got 2 more patents this calendar year. So we have 3 patents, and that's pretty big for a university which started research only a few years back. It's our own faculty who've been getting these patents. Some of them are pure research by the faculty, and some of them are research in collaboration with the industry also. And sometimes the industry is not just maritime industry, it could be other industry whose technology can be transposed for maritime purposes, especially maritime transport. We are also having research funded by the Department of Science and Technology and the Department of the DRDO. And recently, we've got funded research from the International Association of Maritime Universities, which is on a competitive commercial basis. So these and all these initiatives are apart from the aggregation that we do as research, which is on lines of fintech. We have alumni who are turning entrepreneurs. A few months back, I met very, very young alumni in the IMU Visakhapatnam campus who have turned into entrepreneurs. But 2 alumni who stand out, and all of us would know them, is Nikunj Parashar, who is our own alumni. And he's going great guns, like Mr. Hajra said, not even in the maritime sector, but way beyond that in the defense sector. And he is alone standing to be counted as a real star entrepreneur. We have Dr. Shekhar, who is an entrepreneur in his own standing. And these are people who have reached out to us to be setting up an incubation center and hand-holding other entrepreneurs in the center that's coming up in the IMU Chennai campus. So students, the cadets, most of you, almost all of you have joined the field to sail on board ships. But there is a tendency, there's a trend that the seafarers are not on board ships for 25, 30, 40 years like before. They tend to go for 10 years, 15 years, and then look for shore jobs. The shore jobs are plenty provided you are prepared for it and you get skilled for it, and you can see what Mr. Shankar Raghavan said. But there are other routes also. Like Mr. Nikunj Parashar is looking for people who are interested in research, and he does research on drones. So it is not, drone is a word which means that it is just a constant sound, but his research and his activity is very, very dynamic. I think these are all options that the students and cadets should be looking at in the future if you want to enter into technology. I think Shaukat, I was just having a conversation with Mr. Hajra, and the question which popped up from him is, what is the secret that master mariners turn out to be larger number of entrepreneurs than engineers? So I think in one of your next conferences, you should put this as a panel discussion to see how we can encourage the youngsters to become entrepreneurs. And I think what you're doing is fantastic, giving them an opportunity to listen to the best in the world, which will encourage them to analyze, to think, to be creative, and to contribute much more than beyond their sailing years. Thank you very much, and Chuck, thank you for having given me an opportunity to share my thoughts. All the best for the conference.
Thank you so much. I would now request Captain Kulwant Singh Badwal to please give a token of appreciation and a memento, and of course, along with Captain Saurabh Mukherjee. Can we hear some claps, everybody? Come on. Thank you so much. Well, meanwhile, let's keep some energy going. In the end of the session today, the afternoon session, I would be asking all the cadet tables to keep a name to their table. All right? The most innovative one will win. All the best. Moving on, let's welcome our next guest speaker, Mr. Souvik Banerjee, everybody. Mr. Souvik Banerjee is a globally recognized technologist, entrepreneur, and tech futurist with over 24 years of experience in building world-class digital platforms. He has launched more than 500 internet platforms across 4 countries, including transformative projects such as Reliance Jio, Tata Click, and Tata Neu. Currently, he serves as the president of products, tech, and AI at Resolve AI, a NASDAQ listed company, while also founding leading multiple ventures, including Ziki, Yukio, and Cirrus AI. As a thought leader, he has a voice in technology futurism, particularly on the impact of AI. He is also a TEDx speaker, MIT Startup Hub mentor, and an active voice in technology. He is the Digital Achiever Award and recognition by SAP for excellence in technology delivery. Passionate about India's digital story and evolution of e-commerce, he continues to shape the future of tech-enabled living while also inspiring the next generation of innovators through his thought leadership and mentorship. Everybody, can we put our hands together for Mr. Souvik Banerjee?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to hear primarily a set of subject matter experts this afternoon from the industry. Yes, you might think I'm an AI techie. You might think I'm a traditional technology builder, but in the last few years, I've had the opportunity to be a regular guest faculty at the Naval War College in Goa, helping our youngsters, helping our leadership with the decoding of data and AI. On that note, let me just say in October 2025 is where we are today. We've heard words, Honorable Prime Minister, we have heard the maritime industry, we have heard Tim, and I was experimenting sitting on the front row, and I saw that my YouTube feed started picking up those words. And I started saying, I was just silent on LinkedIn and Instagram, and I was going through it. I started getting recommendations on industry and maritime. How many of you in this room think that the phone is creepily listening all the time? Okay. We are all very, very passionate about data and protecting our data, right? You know, I was with a group of youngsters and their parents in an international institute and a university in India at their convocation. And guess what the mothers and fathers said? I am glad when they check in on Instagram and Facebook in the evening when they go partying, I am happy they are secure because I know where they are. No, that's a contradiction, right? The answer I told them was, is your social media AI listening and securing you? Or is your social media AI a scare to you? And the parents actually said, you know what, Souvik? It's a part of life. I said, how do you say it's a part of life? They said, food is changing. And this is our age group. I'm just going to be 50 in May. And this is our kids and my peers who have got their kids university and graduating. And they said, food is changing, okay? demography is changing. I said, fair enough. They said voting is changing. I said, fine. You said, okay, then what's next? I said, the entire fabric of the planet is changing, and somewhere there is AI. So I've been researching, thinking, talking to the industry, building things, but I said, let's take a step back. The life we lead are full of systems at work, WhatsApp and Instagram and YouTube and Netflix and Geo Hotstar at home. That's life. That's normal, right? That's become part, like you have Rajma Chawal or anything which is staple. Then I read a quote from Professor Andrew Ng, said, and I was following him, so I wrote to him on Twitter and he wrote me back. He said, Souvik, why is this question bothering you? I said, where are we heading? When we are very much now and present, and the growth and the explosion of India as a powerhouse in technology and disruption. He simplified it for me. He said, AI is like electricity. Can you live without it? Yes or no? No, right? So if AI is like electricity, it is there. It is just going to be part of our lifestyle. On that note, I would just spend 5 to 10 minutes to just share where the planet is today and where we are heading. I've been very fortunate to have been told that, I look beyond the next 2 years, 3 years. And that has actually helped me. So imagine October 2025, where are we in 2040? All of us will be there. There's a clip of the Chinese leader and the Russian leader discussing, with a bit of tweaking, we might live for 150 years, and that's not incorrect. On the thought of future, let's see where we are today. So this we know, right? This is very simple. The internet got formed, social media came in, everything is on cloud. We know that the pictures our grandfathers we could not restore are all there today. Renewable energy, to drones, to genomics and crypto making their way into our lives. We know this story. Now, this is where, take a step back and spend 30, 60 seconds reading it. There are countries with fall in working age population. We know those countries. We are not one of them. Look at the way, the power to the individual. You can control your entire friends, family ecosystem with a single message on a platform. The millennial focus on purpose in countries. This is the 5th generation of workers, if you see. Increased lifespans. There are solutions for diabetes. There are solutions for heart attacks. There are early inroads of cancer solutions happening. GPT and Grok and Perplexity is decoding and analyzing and predicting your health far better than a doctor. There's a doctor friend of mine who's saying radiologists are going to be redundant, but radiologists will require the tooling to ensure they grow forward. There is a sense of abundance in countries. The emerging middle class. Reverse brain drain. We heard that in the last few minutes, right? What used to happen? We used to graduate. We used to go take up a job in one of the SIs and go to US, go to Europe, stay there. The best of the brains had gone. In a backhanded way, we kind of have an opportunity, as we all know, that the brain drain might just get stopped and the best of the brains will be here. Mind you, it's not about India. Best of the brains from Germany will not go somewhere else. Best of the brains from UK will not go somewhere else. That's the current climate. Let's finish with one of the most important parts, urbanization. With tech and AI, urbanization is mixed. So that's where the planet is today, right? Now just take 30 seconds more and see this. I'll pick up a few interesting phrases. Artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence. I mean, this we are talking about Cybertrons and Terminator's world. But is it bad or is it good? Elon Musk has just delivered a $40,000 worth of a humanoid which does your cleaning, cooking, walks the dog, and it's commercially available. So what is the difference while everything is there? Democracy 2.0, food 2.0, institution 2.0, circular economy, money 2.0, where there is stable coins coming in and not unregulated crypto. That's where we are headed, by the way. I would stop on this slide and discuss where we are headed from an industry, from a personal point of view, and more importantly, where is the opportunity space? Can I make this screen gate without this clicker going forward? Yes or no? In 2 years' time, is this clicker redundant? Yes or no, please? Okay. That's speech recognition, right? Can an Indian with a Banerjee surname grew up in Kolkata with a Bengali dialect make that clicker redundant from someone who's just arrived from UK with a British Indian accent? And would that natural language pick up and depict it on screen? Answer is yes or no. That's embedded AI. That's pure embedded natural language linguistic AI, which actually is there today. If you use GPT's voice, it's picking up somebody who's based out of Tiruchirappalli or Siliguri to somebody who's in Aberdeen in Scotland to somebody who's in Seattle in US. The problem is not the large language model. The problem is how you contextualize it. How many people over here have got Netflix subscriptions? Right? Fair amount. Is Captain Shaukat Mukherjee's Netflix subscription and feed same as Shouvik Banerjee's? Yes or no? No. That's called N equal to 1 personalization, not Amazon's recommended personalizations of similar products. There's a whole world, I'm sure you're aware of DeepMind, Google's brain, which personalizes YouTube feed. See, this N equal to 1 personalization is the early days. Going forward, you will have customized, personalized cars from you coming out of Mahindras and Tatas and Marutis. Not engraved your name, but literally, if I am a 6 feet 3 inches, 100 kg human being, my car will get customized for my attributes. It's not going to happen in 2025 October, but it's neither is going to wait for 2030 October. That's narrow intelligence, when you make it hyper-personalized. What is artificial general intelligence? Any idea, anybody in this room who has Googled it or while you are hearing and Googling it? Artificial general intelligence is when a machine writes a machine and creates a machine. Let me take you back to Geoffrey Hinton, who is called the godfather of AI and who is called primarily the brain behind the Google autonomous car. Artificial intelligence is not, or Gen AI is 5% of AI. Artificial intelligence is over 80 years old. You know how they found it? William Hirsch was the originator of that. The brain has got 80 billion plus neurons, right? Do I make a puppy, a dog puppy, if I drop them in a swimming pool, will it swim or will it drown? Will it swim or will it drown? It will swim, it will float, right? We all know that. When you have little babies taking their first steps, are you teaching that little baby or are you not? Or is it standing and walking by themselves? Standing and walking by themselves. That's your brain. That's neural modeling. Hence the word neural network. The sweet history is they took a snapshot of the human brain, they decoded through mathematics and statistical models, and then came out the first set of models, not today's LLMs, first set of predictive cognitive models back in the day. And that's how it went ahead. Now, here is where I want you to think about it. If AI has to learn, do we need ethical governance of that? Absolutely, right? We cannot let it just grow by itself. It is like an unruly kid. If you don't govern the kid, he or she will become obstinate, will become rogue. So we need to manifest and ensure governance and guardrails are there. You cannot stop AGI from happening. It's happening today. Agents are able to, at a very embryotic stage. What happens then is artificial superintelligence. Is it humanly possible for India to manage its all electrical grids with human beings monitoring it? What if you have a governance framework, electrical grids on the sense which powers our cities, which powers our water lines, everything? You need intelligence to take decisions and monitor and govern under us. That manifestation is happening. Now, the first immediate question is, are we going to make ourselves redundant? The answer is, how many of us come from the black rotary phone days? The black rotary phone days. I grew up in that era. When the smartphone industry and the mobile phone industry came, do we have more jobs? The OEMs, the manufacturers, the operating systems, the app economy. It's just that. I always think that people who are logical Indians have two ways to look at AI. You either live in the skepticism or the cynicism of AI, or you embrace it and make it an optimism of AI. I genuinely think, because we cannot avoid it. Even if we try, we cannot put constraints it. We can put guardrails and governance against it. So this is the movement going forward. Food, democracy, radical life extension, and there's a whole sort of research that me and my team do all the time in looking at the next 5, 7, 10 years. I would leave one thought today where we're all excited about the entertainment world and our education and our healthcare, and in this 10% of AI, we are calling in the GPTs and perplexities and the groks of the world. AI is there. AI is not scary. Human beings are the most intelligent beings. We haven't found the alien view in trillions of galaxies away with the James Webb telescope. So we will always be ahead. But if you let something semi-intelligent grow and warm up without governing, it becomes an obstinate child. So I will say, let's not have obstinate rogue kids around. Let's treat that as a guardrail governance, but embrace it. But what if you do, you'll probably have a phenomenal brain next to you, working with you on your day-to-day. By the way, there's a whole set of things. I will share this deck if you are keen. There's industry-wide futurism of AI, which is expected to happen. It's about a 30-slide deck. And more importantly, the youngsters in this room require, so it's a combination of, I call it, the AI growth adoption is like Shubman Gill requires Virat and Rohit, right? So our youngsters requires the Virat and Rohits in the front part of the room. So on that note, let's say that the experience and the brilliance and the young generation have to integrate together to take this charter forward. Shaukat, thank you so much for having me. Hope I've probed some thoughts. Hope I've probed some solutions. And hopefully you have a fantastic conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Can we invite Captain Sankar Shulka, MD Bernhard Schulte? Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? Thank you so much, gentlemen. Well, I would like to inform, unfortunately, Mr. Sham Jagannathan had to travel to the Ministry of Shipping, Delhi, for an urgent assignment that he had been deputed, so he is not present with us. But we would like to take this opportunity and honor to invite the next esteemed speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for Captain Anish Joseph, Deputy Nautical Advisor, Senior Deputy General of Shipping, Concorde. Also, I would like to tell you about him. Extremely, pardon me, Director General of Shipping, Government of India, Captain Anish Joseph is a committed maritime professional with nearly 29 years of diverse experience in the shipping industry. He is a qualified master. He took command of merchant vessels early in his career and has continued to contribute meaningfully to the maritime sector ever since. Captain Anish holds a Master of Science in Maritime Affairs from the World Management University, Malmö, Sweden, where he graduated with distinction. His academic excellence was recognized with the prestigious Kalmar Prize, awarded by WMU on behalf of Kalmar Global for a demonstrating leadership among his peers. He has been serving the government of India for the past 9 years. In his present role at the Directorate General of Shipping, he contributes to the development and implementation of policies within the nautical wing and oversees key areas, including safety of cargo under the STCW framework, maritime security, international cooperation, and offshore operations. Outside his official responsibilities, Captain Joseph is passionate about technology and has independently pursued interests in web design and Linux server administration. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for Captain Anish Joseph? Okay.
Respected dignitaries of the dais, ladies and gentlemen, fellow seafarers, cadets, it gives me immense pleasure to be representing the Directorate General of Shipping. And let me also take this opportunity to comment on Captain Shaukat Mukherjee, the Naval Connection and Technology in Maritime for their 5 years. So when I was sitting here, I just want to try and give a brief, a kind of a analogy, a story which I am part of, and a kind of when we spoke about technology in maritime, it just brought me few nostalgic memories. And this goes back to the time I was a cadet like one of you. I was on my first ship, and we came to know that boxes arrived on the ship, and there is a new PC which has landed on the ship, which was being set up. And the chief officer came to the mess room and asked, who among you know to operate a personal computer, a desktop computer? And incidentally, those days, a desktop computer used to work on the Windows operating system on something called MS-DOS. There was no mouse. And the basic concept of a computer was just to do paperwork. And we fast forward to a conference, something like this, where we have heard the stalwarts, we have heard the experts talking about AI-driven technology and future. And also, I am actually quite overwhelmed. And moving forward, the technology, and incidentally, I let me just complete that part of the story. So I I raised my hand, and the reason I knew little bit of computers was because my dad's office had a computer, and there used to be a game called Pac-Man, and I used to always go and play that game, and so I learned how to work on MS-DOS and how to. So because of that, I became the most important person on the ship after the captain. So I was given a lot of relaxation in those days. Moving forward, and I just find myself about a month back, an order has been issued, and I've been made the head of IT and e-governance. Incidentally, I'm not new to IT. Slide is not. Okay, now it's. Yeah. So, like I mentioned, I'm not new to technology because I myself had a passion for IT, and I do web designing. I have developed websites, for example, for the Seafarers Club in Cochin, I used to manage. And this is a self-taught hobby which I pursued, including server management. Talking about my parent organization, we have a rich heritage. I just want to give a brief introduction. 2025 was special in two aspects. The first aspect is what is presented in this slide. I will come to the second aspect later. We had a 75 years celebration. And in between 1949 and 2000, we adopted technology. I remember the days when we used to stand in front of the Mercantile Marine Department, early morning, maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I'm on the other side of things now, where the cadets are now giving the oral examinations from their home. So there has been a marked difference on how technology has been used to, push the seafaring forward. And I especially would not take the credit myself, but it is the seniors who have been there, who have held charge before me. So in a way, I am quite privileged that my former boss, Malini Madam, is here with me, the former Director General of Shipping. And another secret, one of the reasons I joined Sea was I thought I wouldn't have to study any further. And unfortunately, the amount of studies I have done, I think I would have got to PhD by now. And but I've been very lucky that I have had mentors all throughout my seafaring, including Malini Madam, who was my former Director General, but as the VC of IMU, where I'm pursuing my PhD. I'm actually doing my PhD now. 75 years, a big honor for us. A lot of things have transpired. We had a year of celebration, a lot of events. I would request all you cadets who are out there, please go through our social media channels. And it's a very important engagement for us. We are able to connect to you and you are able to connect to us. Moving to my next slide, what DG Shipping does, I think almost everybody in the room is aware of. I will not touch upon that. And as we are a little short on time, but I'll talk about the second important event in this year, which was these 4 legislations which came out. And most importantly, the Merchant Shipping Act and the Coastal Shipping Act, which is very relevant in your context. Merchant Shipping Act is very relevant, especially I see a lot of cadets because the examination or in terms of how shipping we have envisaged in a forward-thinking manner to embrace the future of shipping. That's what's about what's been done in Merchant Shipping Act. And I would like to try and bring into context on what we have done in the direct trade in terms of technology. And that's how my next presentations are. platforms, the cyber security compliance requirements. We have something called the grievance redressal module, which is going to come. It's a work in progress. And finally, last but not the least, we have something called the long range identification and tracking, a system which is embedded into our 24/7 DigiCom center, where any seafarer or casualty or security related response takes place. What is the objective of our eSamudra? That's the platform which we are talking about. And eSamudra is something which we have already embedded. 4 of the modules are already activated. Any time there is an interface between the government and the external stakeholder, it will be through this platform. It is a platform you would never need to reach out to us. The initial transfer of from the earlier stack to current stack, we have already embedded 4 modules, which is the multimodal transport operators module. We have the licensing chartering module. We also have the shipbuilding financial assistance and assistance policy, which we have brought in terms of the Maritime India Vision, Maritime Amritkal Vision, to make India one of the top 5 shipbuilding nations, in giving a subsidy to make it on par with any country outside where shipbuilding is a cheaper prospect. I will not be going detailed into the modules, just for your reference. But moving ahead, the most important module which I just wanted to discuss, and of which the pilot project we have already done in Noida, is the examination. So like I mentioned earlier, we were doing everything physical. We have now in Noida embedded systems. Eventually, we are looking at having examination, a mix of both objective and subjective. The oral examination is already through MS Teams, which will be taken over by this platform. We would also have the ECDIS embedded in the system. So chart work will come into this software. And moreover, we are also looking at cloud-based simulator, so that when you go for your next oral examination, you would be going through a module where you will have to do a kind of a simulator-based examination, which will be a combination of objective and situation-based. For example, if you're on the nautical side, you will have the ROR, and you will have the cards and signal flags, and then on you will be transferred to an examiner. So these are certain new efforts which we have brought in. It is trying to make you more advanced. Indian seafarers are currently 12% of the total, and number 3 in ranking among the world. And we are trying to bring it to number 1, more than 20%. The biggest strength of the Indian seafarers is how strong, resilient, and good they are in terms of their commitment. I would close my presentation by briefly mentioning a experience which I have had in terms of the knowledge and skills the Indian seafarers have. As part of my role in DG Shipping, I am also looking after the security, the maritime security. And 2024 was a year which was very challenging. Why? Because 2023 November, we had the Israel-Hamas conflict, which led over to a spillover into the shipping. We had projectiles and drones being used to attack shipping. And the first casualty in this regard was a car carrier. If you go onto the sea, you will see a televised video of a ship being captured by Houthi rebels. It was kept into custody 1 year. Similar, 2024, we had a spate of incidents. And one specific incident which I would especially like to bring to your attention is an incident of a vessel called Marlin Luanda. In 2024, this incident happened. Master was Indian, all Indian crew. A projectile hit, the cargo was naphtha, there was a fire on board, and the fire started burning somewhere early morning hours. Around 1 o'clock, we got an information saying that there's been an incident. We informed, because through the DigiCom center, we coordinate with the navies. We coordinated with the Indian Navy. Unfortunately, Indian Navy naval vessel was not the closest one in the region. There was French and other naval vessels, which went and supplied them firefighting equipment. Naphtha is a fire which is not very easy to extinguish, and there was a puncture in the tank. And they were fighting the fire. The crew were fighting the fire throughout the night. Eventually, by morning time, they were totally fatigued and they were very concerned in terms of the fire spreading and structural integrity getting affected. By morning, the naval vessel had come to a close proximity so as to for them to make a boarding attempt. And we all agreed that the CBDT team, which is the firefighting specialist, will go on board. They, in coordination with the seafarers and the master on board, they went. Eventually, the fire was put out. And what happened was the ship was saved, and it's history. So, you know, when you hear of these things and this kind of resilience, it's because of the skill of the Indian seafarers, the name they make for themselves. So I would like you all to give a huge round of applause to the seafarers. And this, a lot of credit of it goes to all the maritime institutes, the mentorship which are giving. And I would also like to comment on the Simba program, which Captain Shaukat has launched in this particular event. Things like this is what drives our seafarers forward. What happened subsequent to that? The International Maritime Organization recognized the efforts of the seafarers and awarded them the IMO Bravery Award for 2024. So that's what is important. That's what the seafarers of India are about. Thank you. I would like to specially take this opportunity to thank Captain Shaukat. I would also like to convey congrats on the 5th year, and I look forward to a very successful year again. Thank you.
Much. I would request you, sir, to please be on the stage, and to give the token of appreciation, I would request former CMD of SCI, Sabyasachi Hadra, sir, to please give away the token of appreciation. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? Mr. Hajra, I would request you to please speak a few words. Thank you, gentlemen.
Very good afternoon. The technology giants like Mr. Shankar, Mr. Banerjee, the distinguished maritime personalities, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear cadet friends. I must first at the outset thank my very good friend Shaukat and the Naval Connection for affording me this opportunity to be here with you and to share just a few words. I am under the diktat of Shaukat. He says, sir, we are running very much behind time. Do not take more than 5 minutes. Anyway, first and foremost, I must say that as far as maritime is concerned, we are at an inflex point where with all the thrusts by our Honorable Prime Minister and the central government, all the verticals of the maritime industry, be it shipping tonnage, be it shipbuilding, be it port capacity, I mean, virtually everything should leapfrog. I'm at least very, very optimistic about it because after all, today we are the number 4 economy in the world. I'm sure within just about 2 years, we will become the number 3. And if things go all right, if the reforms are carried out, then by the time we reach the stage of Viksit Bharat, I mean, more or less at the end of this Amrit Kal in 2047, I think there is no reason why we can't aspire to become the number 2 in the world. And finally, by the turn of the century, of course, many of us may not be there, but we should aspire to become the number 1 country in the world. After all, if we just go back 200, 250 years, India was the number 1 country in the world. We had nearly 25% of world GDP then, and that was not for a short period. Nearly for a millennium, India was the number 1 economy in the world. So I think there is every reason for us to aspire to become once again the number 1 economy in the world. But to have that, obviously the maritime and logistics must play its role. Without that, we can never become the number 3, number 2, and number 1 economy in the world. And today, as we all know, that definitely, the technology, the AI and the robotics and the drones and the machine learning, whatever. I mean, without that, you cannot move. As Shobhit has told us, AI is just like electricity. You cannot live without that. So definitely we have to embrace it with open arms. We must govern it, but at the same time, we must embrace it with open hearts. And I think, shipping somehow has lagged behind in terms of technology, many other industry, aviation for that matter, in the transport, they have gone far ahead of us. But I think we are fast catching up. And these are the platforms, what Shaukat has done, Teams. And Shaukat, another thing which Malini has already mentioned, that I have seen right from day one, your emphasis on the younger generation, the students. And that is what is most vital, because they are our futures. Whatever we have done, but now we have very little to do in further. Now it is the youngsters, the students sitting there, they have to carry forward the legacy, they have to carry forward this industry. And I'm sure they will be far more technologically advanced than all of us. So I think, today, when we congratulate Shaukat and Naval Connection and FSM for their glorious 5 years, which is being celebrated at the Celebration Club today. So I think we are at a very, very good juncture. After all, we must always, I love to say this again and again, we must always remember that it is because of our tremendous maritime heritage that we are the only country in the world after which an ocean has been named. There is no other in the world, no other country in the world which can boast that there is an ocean named after it. So definitely we must remember that. And as it has already been mentioned, seafarers are the heartbeats. They're the backbone of the industry. We lag behind in terms of shipping tonnage, not even 1%, shipbuilding, not even 0.5%. But it is in seafaring, whereas Anish said, we are already at 12.5%. We aspire to be at least 25%. And there is no reason why we can't achieve that. Because if we look at, as it is our population today must be 16-17% of the world. But if you look at the working population, age group between 18 and 60, it will be far higher. It will be at least double, I think. If the population today is 17%, then the working population will be 34%. And we are supposed to be good in English. Our seafarers are considered to be absolutely the best in the world. So definitely, I think we have a lot to look forward to. And I think our potential is enormous. I wish not only Naval Connection and Shaukat, but I also wish all the cadets sitting here all the very best in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Well, everybody, did you all keep a name to your table? Did you? What is it? All the cadets, I had asked you to do a task. Okay, I'll let you know again that you have to keep a name of your table. The most innovative one will win. So your time starts now. Of course, something related to naval. Moving on, let's welcome our next guest of honor, everybody, Captain Savio Ramos. Captain Savio Ramos is the newly elected General Secretary of the Maritime Union of India, where he plays a pivotal role in advocating for the interests of India's seafarers. His election widely celebrated across maritime circles. He has been an advancing the welfare of maritime professionals. As guest of honor at Technology in Maritime TIM 2025, Captain Ramos brings invaluable insights rooted in grassroots engagement and industry awareness. His leadership bridges frontline maritime community with strategic vision. making him a compelling voice in shaping India's maritime future. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Captain Savio Ramos, everybody.
Thank you so much for those kind words. Good afternoon, distinguished delegates, colleagues, innovators, and friends of the maritime fraternity. It's an overwhelming experience to be here on the dais with such esteemed guests. And with so many seafarers out there, I'm guessing it's going to be difficult to agree on any management issues, but we can try. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be here today at the Technology in Maritime Conference, a platform that celebrates innovation, collaboration, and the evolving spirit of our industry. As the newly appointed General Secretary of the Maritime Union of India, I stand before you with both pride and purpose. MUI has a rich legacy built on the values of unity, welfare, and progress of Indian seafarers. But as we look to the future, our mission expands beyond welfare alone. It extends to empowerment, especially in the form of female seafarers, education, and active participation in shaping the future of the maritime world. Technology today is redefining the way ships operate, port functions, and how we connect people and trade across the oceans. In this transformation, our seafarers are not just workers. They are the custodians of change. And it is our responsibility to ensure that they are well equipped, sufficiently informed, and ready to thrive in a technology-driven maritime ecosystem. At MUI, we are committed to strengthening this readiness through training, awareness, and collaborative partnership with institutes, technology leaders, and organizations such as the Naval Connection, whose initiatives like this TIM conference and the Innovation in Maritime IIM Awards, which are creating a vital bridge between young maritime minds and the industry they aspire to serve. I would especially like to commend the student-led projects and innovations which showcases that are parts of this year's TIM event. These young innovators remind us that the future of maritime excellence will not be built by tradition alone, but by those who dare to question, to create, and to innovate. MUI strongly supports these initiatives that blend technology with seafaring spirit, and we encourage every student and young professional to continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The IIM Awards, in my view, are not just a recognition of achievement. They are a reflection of our industry's collective beliefs in continuous improvement, innovation, and collaboration. As we navigate this new era together, unions, ship owners, educators, and technology partners, let us remember that our greatest strength lies in our unity of purpose. Whether on shore or at sea, whether through policy or progress, we must ensure that India continues to stand tall as a global maritime leader. I would like to thank Captain Shaukat Mukherjee and his team at TNC for this visionary platform that brings together technology, innovation, and human values all under one roof. It is through such dialogues that we build a smarter, safer, and more sustainable future for the maritime industry. Thank you once again for inviting me, and I wish the TIM conference and the IIM Awards great success. Together, let us continue to sail forward with innovation as our compass and unity as our anchor. As far as MUI membership goes, request all you new joiners, along with your colleagues, to sign up and stay protected. In most cases, when you guys are in need, it is only then that you remember us, the MUI, as a union. Otherwise, we are just an organization on your list. However, please do go to our MUI site for further details on membership. and the numerous benefits therein that you can avail of as a member. If you need any further assistance, I am around the place. You can contact me at any time. So now, here's to a great and memorable event. Stay safe, enjoy the rest of the program. Sincere congratulations to Captain Shaukat once again for a memorable and superbly well-organized 2025 summit. Looking forward in anticipation to your next event. Thank you.
I would request Captain Philip Matthews to please come on the stage. Can we have some claps, everybody? Keep the energy going. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, that was our esteemed guests, our speakers, telling us a lot more about the Holt Honor. Well, moving on to the B2B session, girls and boys, with Mariab's Marine Solutions. Over the past 3 years, the Technology in Maritime Conference has been proud to have the continued support of Mariab's Digital Solutions, a true pioneer in digital transformation for the global maritime industry. Mariabs has consistently driven innovation through its suite of digital products and intelligent solutions that empower shipping worldwide to optimize performance, enhance safety, and embrace sustainability. This year, we are delighted to feature a special B2B spotlight session with Mariabs, a focused interaction that will bring the brand, its vision, and its groundbreaking technology closer to all of us. Leading this conversation with Captain Rajiv Unnikrishnan, Product Manager at Maritimes and Ocean AI, who will share his insights into Mariab's latest advancements and how they are shaping the future of maritime operations. Can we put our hands together, everybody, for Captain Rajiv Unnikrishnan? Joining him on stage to moderate this exclusive session is none other than Captain Shaukat Mukherjee, founder and CEO of the Naval Connection. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody?
Okay, thank you, Ritika. So I will drop a carrot now. So somebody I planted in the audience who's going to write down some questions pertaining to what we discuss here. And we have some very good prizes. When I say very good prizes, very good prizes. Okay. So after what we speak, and he's going to write down the question and give it to Ritika. Ritika is going to ask the question, and the first person who answers the question correctly gets the prize. Right? So whoever my plant is, are you ready for the question? Okay, fantastic. Right. So first of all, Captain Rajiv, welcome to Technology in Maritime. You've visited this forum before. And like I was talking to Shankar sir, that Mariabs is growing day by day and growing exponentially, maybe as much as a growth that AI is doing itself. And previously, 3 years or 4 years back, when we used to talk about Mariabs, they used to say yes, no. But now they said, yeah, we are working with Mariabs. In fact, I was talking to a few new clients over the last few weeks. They opened up new offices in Mumbai. And when we talked about TIM, that Mariabs being the platinum partner, they said we are already working with Mariabs. So that's an amazing. But you know, I just wanted to, because there are a lot of students here. This of course, this session is going to be broadcasted live now as we speak. And last year, we had a viewership of 1.3 lakhs all across the world on our YouTube forum. So I wanted you to give us a basic description of what Mariabs does as AI. What is the future of AI? How does it help the seafarers on board? So if you can just, there are a lot of seafarers here, a lot of students here, a lot of ex-seafarers here. If you can just give us that kind of knowledge.
Thank you, Shaukat, and thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Well, to start with, before we start with seafarers on board, we have to start with recruitment because it starts with recruitment and then comes to the seafaring, right? So earlier days when we started sailing, the recruitment was all with an Excel sheet or a PDF format of CVs. And today, times have gone so fast that you upload a CV from a portal that we have, and you already get the knob based on the CV, you already get a suggested job. It's that quick. You don't have to wait for someone to come and respond to your CV. You don't have to come and look at whether the hiring manager has seen your CV. You don't have to send a reminder. When you upload a CV, the CV is already passed. The CV is scored. AI scores it, finds the scores, tells you what suits you best. There are jobs opening, like Mr. Shankar mentioned, there are plenty of jobs available both on shore as well as sea. In shipping today, there are a lot of openings, and the minute you upload a CV, the portal tells you what is the job. Now, you have a job, you apply for it. Are you going to wait for the weekend? No. It tells you based on your applied profiles and based on what jobs you've applied, automatically the AI does a screening for you. AI does a screening for you and comes out with a score, which helps the crewing officer sitting back in India or back anywhere to quickly identify who is the best candidate for the ship. A process which used to take a week can happen within few hours today. That's where the recruitment comes in.
Yeah. So you mentioned during my talk to you a few days back also, you mentioned something called the Eagle AI. How many of you have heard of Eagle AI? Hand raise. Well, obviously, Sankalp will hear about Eagle AI. Sankalp is raising hand. And I was trying to find out whether there is a Lion AI, but now you're saying about Eagle AI. So if you can tell us, what does it do? Okay, Shankar, yes.
Just a code name. It's not a product yet, so it's just a code name. It's under wraps. So we are doing something very, very important using the.
Can we have his volume up, please?
Hello. Yeah, sorry. So Eagle AI is a code name pilot project we are doing. It will what it will do ultimately. We are in the process of building it. What it will do ultimately is it will automate everything on shore and almost everything on board. It's a big project, so we are in the process of doing it. So it's also kind of it's under the wrap, so we cannot tell you exactly how it works. We did give glimpses of that in the video we were doing. So it's kind of very similar. So we can also share the video, but it is going to be big. This is a product that's going to be big for Marriott's and the whole shipping.
Fantastic. So Rajiv, last time you came and we talked about AI and Marriott's special product about students in the system of getting into the maritime institutes. How does this work and what is the future? How does this AI, is this also a special product for the students?
Well, at this moment, what we are trying to do is we are trying to do an AI generated courses. So you don't have to waste time for a content creator. We have actually tried that and it's working on text-based. So you don't need a content creator. You don't need someone to sit and write stories. So we have already started making courses from using AI, using open sources. And those courses are pretty much accurate. And with few prompts, we're able to generate courses. We are even able to generate questions from the courses, upload a video, generate questions out of that. So technically, building a course which used to take, and an LMS platform which used to take about a few months, we're able to do in few days today.
So is this a dedicated AI LMS platform which anybody else can use from anywhere in the world?
Well, the platform, the LMS platform that we're building right now has got AI capability. So if those people who are subscribing to the AI facilities will get all these premium features.
Okay, fantastic. So I would like to understand a bit more, Captain Rajiv, on the effect of AI and the whole maritime industry operations. So we talked about recruitment, we talked about cadet program, we talked about Eagle AI. How does it help as an umbrella on the whole industry operations?
I would like to put it in a slightly different manner. How about when you open a laptop in the morning and the technical manager sees, what is my brief in the morning? Who has not responded to what emails? What is pending? Where is the stock spending? What is the current budget available for the vessel? It would be much easier rather than searching everywhere, right? So that is what the future AI is all about. It'll be like you don't need an assistant. You will have a My Brief coming up with all the tasks that is pending for you, who has not done what, which vessel is undergoing inspection, which vessel has got detentions, which vessel is lacking spares. You will also have agents scheduling, and you'll also have agents sending reminders and formatting emails for you to draft and send it. So which technically means a superintendent who is handling probably 2 or 3 ships today will be able to handle 8 ships in future.
So is this whole system based ashore, or you have a basis, you put computers and AI models on ships as well?
Currently, the systems that we're designing, what we're working on based on ashore, because like Mr. Shankar mentioned about the cost of installing those AI, the cost of the servers can run into a couple of thousands of dollars at this moment. So having an AI on board the vessel, having that kind of a computer on board the vessels, having connectivity right now is a slight challenge, but it's not too far because with Elon Musk and Starlink, anything is possible. Because from the days when we had this fleet broadband and Inmarsat, then it came to VSAT and then Starlink. I don't think having an AI on board is too far away.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, we've traveled a long way from VSAT and Inmarsat. So, sir, Mr. Shankar, I would like to ask you, or want to get into your mind. Do you spend time in researching as to what, like, I was going through a model where Steve Jobs talks about that he creates the demand of what audience will want in the next few years. He creates. So how do you come to know what is needed in the future?
We also have the R&D teams which are working on the future products. So the current products, whatever we have in the market, SmartPaul, we also working in the next generation, which will be probably ready in the next 1 or 2 years. Actually, we are building a next generation product for Maersk currently. That will be the model for everybody else. So we're always working ahead, 2 years ahead. We are working on that. The AI part, like you said, on the ships, it's also coming very soon because we have almost, most of our vessels are running the Starlink now. So bandwidth is not an issue. When bandwidth is not an issue, we can talk to the vessels live. We can share the data live. So data exchange is what is famously called replication. These are all going away. We are also piloting 2 vessels, which we call live projects, where actually the vessels doesn't do this data exchange anymore. They actually connect to the office databases directly through cloud. So this whole data exchange will go away, then we can do anything possible. And it's already being piloted.
I would like to go to the audience now. Do you think, what are your thoughts? Can you come out with your thoughts as to, Captain Rajiv Unnikrishnan is the product manager here. We have the founder of, MaryApps here. We have the full team here. In fact, I'm missing Khalil also, and Khalil was supposed to be here. Khalil Rahman is the MD of MaryApps, and probably next time we'll be able to host him. But I will go back to the audience. Can we have 2 microphones in the audience, please? Can we have an interactive session? How many of you, we have many companies here. How many companies work with MaryApps right now? Yes, we know Maersk is working. Yes, wow, a lot of companies. So any thoughts, any suggestions, any ideas, any questions that you have? Mr. Shankar is here. And anything? Yes, sir. Yes, Mahir, sir. Can we have a microphone to him, please? Yeah.
Hello. Yes, sir. Actually, AI is one of the most vast field also, and shipping is also vast field. So can you think for any technical AI generation, like can we have any decarbonization is one of the major issue. So AI is, any module is to be there where AI is also play a role to reduce the decarbonization as IMO goal 2050. Is there any thinkings to be there? Or
We already have bots which actually tell you predictive maintenance. We already have bots which is called Scav AI, which is looking into these cabin space inspection and it's giving you reports. So this good old days of, the reports coming back to the office and technical superintendent reviewing it and going back is over. BSM actually is running our Scav AI products, wherein the chief engineer is uploading the cabin space inspection photograph and AI is actually telling you what is going on inside the cabin space. We are having a maintenance AI coming up. The first part is Scav AI. We are also working on predictive maintenance, wherein with the high frequency readings that we are coming out of the main engines, it's going to tell you in next few days or next few hours, you're going to have this problem. So you're getting a warning wherein it will help you prevent the maintenance.
Okay. And other than that, sir, our student is working on that mental health, that watch is prepared, AI watch. So is there any mental health crew, mental health AI or predictive, something like that, that we can also in your model?
What we're doing is in the latest crewing module that we're developing, which is called NG Crewing, we are going to be bringing the Apple Health and the Samsung Health product features into it, whereby you're going to monitor the stress and the fatigue capacity, and then it's going to tell you, like, see, today what we're doing is only monitoring the work rest hours, but just doesn't mean that you're on a rest, doesn't mean that you're not fatigue free. But with the stress level that you're wearing from your wearables, we're trying to do with Apple Health and Samsung Health, integrate into our crewing module, and the seafarer will know, okay, how much I'm fatigued. And also the same replication, it should come to the office and say, listen, this guy is over fatigued. So what we have seen is most of the accidents that are happening is because of fatigue, compliance, and lack of competence. So we are trying to address that as the first part.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sir.
Does this answer your question? Yeah. So anybody else? Yes, Shankar. Arvind, sorry.
The other Shankar.
Arvind Shankar.
Yes, we have a lot of Shankars in the house. All right. Yes. So hi, Rajiv. I got two questions for you. First one, of course, training. It's very close to my heart. So
can you just put this
yeah.
closer?
So on the way to the conference, I was just going through, what Google throws at me. There was an interesting article, and probably they knew I'm coming to technology in maritime. There's an interesting article about a Twitter post that one of the software engineers that posted how they use Perplexity to complete training courses within the, So what kind of system checks can you place that tomorrow when you develop an LMS, which is, probably going to be a check mark for various compliances, check mark for various competencies, for people to defraud the system?
Let me answer in a very nice way, Arvind. Thanks for that. In fact, Comet, Perplexity has come out with a new web version called Comet. It has just been launched and it is available right now. Okay, that's the AI-based web browser. What we have seen, see, for example, today when we take an interview, many a times people are using ChatGPT. And even when you do a Teams video call, the mobile phone is placed right in front of it and people read through it. But today we have technology to understand whether these answers are coming from GPT or not. So today we have technology in place to understand whether these answers are AI generated or is it human generated. So on one side, AI is helping you generate the answers, and on the other side, AI is also telling, listen, this is not the human answer, this is this is an AI generated answers. So we have, in fact, the recruitment module that we are building in, we are also planning to have it for the show side, wherein we are going to have psychometric evaluation done. So where by capturing your body languages, by capturing your facial expressions, it will tell you whether actually you're confident or you're actually looking and reading somewhere else. The initial interview screening, which I mentioned to you earlier, will be all based on the scores. So you have a Teams interview, of course, with permissions, your video is being recorded, it gets into the background, it works based on your facial expressions, it goes into like what we have this 16PF or other psychometric analysis, it goes into that, it tells you whether the person is actually genuinely answering it or is he getting a help, or how confident is he. So this is the future that we are having in our pipeline to build it for the recruitment platform.
Our LMS platform, which we are getting into this LMS area also this year, is we also have two big clients in mind. But what we will build on the LMS side is not a traditional LMS platform, what we have currently. It won't be like a 10 minutes, 15 minutes CVT videos people, seafarers has to watch. Our videos are going to be like reels or shorts, like the what you say in Facebook, and so it will be very short, 3 minutes or maximum 4 minutes. It will be to the point, and it will be animated and gamification also. So that's how we are changing the LMS platform, and it's also AI driven. So this is something we are currently working on, and hopefully we already have like 25 videos, right, Rajiv? So around 25 videos. So we are also aiming to look at the number of videos currently. For any big ship manager, they have around 100 to 180 videos. In BSM, we have 190 videos. So we are trying to take the content and then see how we can use the same content, and then we can use Reels type of short videos to capture those contents with animations. And it's coming up very well. And this is going to change the LMS world completely. And this is something we'll release before the end of the year.
Thank you, Shankar. Yes, yes, Arvind.
All right, sorry, taking one more question here because I can pick your brain now. All right, the other question was about, say, a predictive PMS, an AI-driven predictive PMS. I'm sure there's something which is in your pipeline. I had consulted a couple of years ago with a product. Yeah, I consulted with a product a couple of years ago. So we get, I mean, in shipping, we have billions of bytes of data, which we, have unfortunately not captured in a systematic manner. So with AI being just able to understand, AI, what it does is understands available data, and through machine learning over a period of time sequence, it predicts, right? So we have not captured this data properly until now. So if you start now capturing the data in the right required, in the manner required for predictive maintenance to actually work, how far are we away from actually letting AI tell me you're going to wear this cylinder liner in this voyage?
Arvind, to answer your questions, that is where the RAG comes in. That is the regenerative augmented generation. So what happens is, like you mentioned, the data is lying all over the place, all over the databases. It's lying in the emails, it's lying in the Teams, it is lying in SharePoints. You are putting an agent on top of it, starting to look everywhere, starting to search for everything, giving a generative report. So it is just going and looking into it, augmenting it, and generating. So you don't see, this is where the RAG comes in. That's where Mr. Shankar mentioned about this Eagle AI product that we are in the pipeline. That's our future. That's going to happen. Because which means something which has happened few years ago, you don't have a data. It will look for it, search into all the databases, run a query, pick it out, generate, and give you a very small answer. You want to know what happened in 2020, which liner was replaced? You just ask the question, it will tell you. That is where we are looking at. That's what I said. The superintendents very soon, we are aiming to release it very soon. The superintendents will not have to really start searching into emails or start sending messages to ship. If it is there in an email, if you have given permission to Outlook, you will get it. And it will also draft an email and keep it ready for you to send it.
Okay, so I think we are at the end of this B2B session. Thank you very much, Captain Rajiv Unnikrishnan. Thank you, Shankar. Thank you to Mariapps for this amazing opportunity to interact and engage with the audience. Before I hand over to Ritika, I have, so where is my plant in the audience who can write down the questions? Where is the question to ask the audience? Oh, yes, a round of applause for my plant. Captain Gaurav Chabra. Yes. So he has written down a question which Ritika will now ask, and the first prize and the first person who answers it correctly gets a huge prize. Okay, I think the prize is ready. Prize is ready. Backstage. Prize is ready. Fantastic. Abhi idhar pe leke aao. Okay, so this is concerning this thing we started because we want to ensure that people actually pay attention to what's going on stage, and so yeah, please ask the question.
Thank you so much. Well, are you all ready? Yes? No? Why that face? Are you ready, ma'am? Yes? Okay. What's your good name? Okay. So before we go to the question, I want to ask you, I asked you all to keep a name to your table. Did you keep that? No? What did you? Angry Galley. क्या है? Angry Galley. मेरे तो सर के ऊपर से गया कि galley होता क्या है. But huge round of applause, everybody. Moving on to the question, what is a predictive maintenance AI module which Mariapps is working on?
So let me repeat, I think if I've heard it right, what is the predictive maintenance module that Mariapps is working on?
Yes, and we have a young gentleman over here.
Is it Eagle AI?
What is that? What is that?
Eagle AI. Eagle AI.
I can't hear it.
Eagle AI.
Eagle AI?
It's a maintenance AI.
It's
So it's a maintenance AI. It's not an Eagle AI.
Anyone who wants to answer? Yes. Sir? Looking like Karthik Aryan. Do you want to say something? No? Anybody who knows the answer?
What is the maintenance AI tool that
It's a maintenance AI.
Yeah, it's a maintenance AI. What is the name of the maintenance AI that Mariapps is working on?
Name of the
Anyone?
AI is maintenance AI.
Oh.
What does it do?
Oh, okay. The name of the AI is maintenance AI. What does it do? Okay, what does it do? What does the
Yes.
maintenance AI do?
So we have a cadet here.
It integrates anomaly detection solutions for companies with minimal effect.
I can't hear. You please stand up if you can kindly and just, I can't hear you.
So it integrates anomaly detection solutions for companies with minimal effect. Am I right?
I can't. There's too much of echo, I think, in the song. You can't hear people who are talking from the back. Why don't you come up? Why don't you just tell somebody? Why don't you tell the answer to Ritika? I think Ritika can translate.
Well tried. Yes,
Well
we
tried.
have.
Means the answer is no.
Are you on ChatGPT?
Basically, you don't need any assistance. All inspection and everything is done by that.
You don't want him to be setting, not him. You don't want Gaurav to be setting your question papers, huh?
Anyone who knows the answer? Yes, you want to try?
So I believe the maintenance AI, the primary use of it is to convert a text form into a visual basis form of conversations. Apart from that, the basic cargo operation that can be held, these can be maintained in certain ways.
No. Do you have a backup question?
ये थ्री इडियट्स के वो लग रहे हैं चतुर यस सर
चतुर तो आंसर करेगा ही.
It predicts anomalies of different system and ships.
You're very correct.
Fantastic. Chatur, come up here on stage and grab your prize.
Congratulations, yeah. He gets the big prize. What's his name? Are you his friend? No. You did not know his name and you were on the same table for 1-2 hours. Okay. All right. What's your name?
So what is your name, Chatur?
So my name is Pawan Khimire. It's Pawan Khimire. I'm from EMA.
Emma. Okay. Round of applause.
Congratulations.
Yes, please.
Boys and girls, I have something for you. What we are building right now is something called Smart Aware, is another AI. We are right now training that AI. It will be very helpful for you to understand what it is. We are training the AI to understand call recs. No excitement? We are actually collecting videos from the BSM vessels using infrared cameras and 360-degree cameras, understanding the videos and understanding the motion of the ships. Is the ship crossing from starboard to port, port to starboard? Are you a stand-on vessel or are you a giver vessel? Someone asked me here, what do you have for the cadets for training? Smart Aware is an AI which will tell you, okay, you have a target on your starboard side bow, 2 points on the bow on a crossing situation. The AI will tell you, okay, listen, boss, you better alter the course. That's what we're working on right now.
We have a lot of master mariners here. Huh? So we will come back to a discussion as to what happens when the AI is wrong. What happens doesn't predict.
AI always puts a disclaimer. It's only for information.
Okay, so thank you again. I would like to call upon the MD of OSM THOM, Captain Arun Mehta, to just present a memento and award for the B2B. We have a special award for you, sir. And
Thank you, Officer. I want to like it.
Can we keep the claps going on, everybody? Oh. All right, everybody. So here was the B2B session, and I hope it was interactive. And congratulations to the one who won. We have a 15 minutes break. We have some coffee and tea to my left. Let's energize and network. See you all at the tea time. Thank you.